Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. This is Jessica, the speaker of this presentation with the Milesight marketing team. The purpose of today's presentation is just to really give you all a better understanding of who we are and what kind of network camera we can offer. Now you'll notice that I'm going to give a general description for anything in specific that you are interested. Please do not hesitate to drop a message on the chat box. I'll try my best to feed all the answers at the end. So, without further ado, let's jump into the camera line. The screen that you're looking at, this is camera lineup. Overall, to cover the needs of the middle to high-end security market, Milesight has streamlined our product portfolio to align with what our customers actually need, meanwhile making a very clear marketing strategy for each series. Let's see how we do it. So the Mini Series camera, it offers an entry-level surveillance solution with core enough functions. And the Pro Series camera, it comes with more advanced functions and optimized design than Mini, like kind of the further eye distance. And multi-interface, all of these highlights make it apart and fit for professional surveillance applications. Generally, the Mini and Pro make up our day-to-day business here at Milesight. TZ series and panoramic series, they meet some special demands like autofocus lens or all-around viewing. Instead of installing 4 or 5 traditional cameras, now one unit PTZ or panoramic camera is enough. Then there are the 5G LPR series and newly launched Color Plus series, which are tailored to specific and vertical scenarios. The LPR series are powered by AI technology and have amazing standalone solutions that can be realized on the camera edging side directly. So stitching together radar or supplementary light up to 36 times autofocus lens in PTZ series. These LPR cameras have fantastic features that no other LPR camera before has had. And the new Color Plus series, this is an amazing camera for those who want to get into professional color view at an affordable price. All of these cameras, even in the entry-level Mini series, we have supported the AI video analytics that meets the needs of tomorrow and today, the 4K H.265 compression protocol, WDR, as part of the standard. Besides those similarities, we integrate high value-added technologies such as 5G mobile communication, IoT transmission, and AI deep learning, and finally launched a 5G AIoT solution, marking the big step of our strategic product development to make Milesight brand unique. Besides, we have the full lineup of NDA-compliant models to meet your requirements. Milesight has a naming convention to easier get an understanding of the models. The first 2 numbers stand for resolution and sensor. For instance, 2 refers to 2 megapixels and 8 for 4K. The next 8 for big size sensors and 9 for 2.8 inches sensors. The last 2 digits refer to different camera types, 6 for bullet, 7 for dome type, and 5 for box shape. And TR means high frame rates, T for 90 frames per second, and R for 60 frames per second. TA and PC refers to different platforms that share the same powerful AI functions, but from different vendors. Once you get familiar with the naming convention, you can quickly locate your ideal model. Of course, you can rely on Milesight team as well. Now I'm going to get into some of the fun stuff, from the hardware design, structure, and installation, as far as specialty cameras by series and specialty technologies. You must be familiar with the network camera structure. I mean the hardware components, lens, sensor, IR structure as a professional IPC manufacturer. That's something we've delved into. In Milesight, IPC, we have fixed lens, motorized varifocal lens, and autofocus lens in different millimeter variants. When we need to consider light changing environments and its capability to adjust to changing light conditions. So for the mini and panoramic series, we have a fixed iris lens. When we move into the PTZ series, we feature an autofocus lens, which is much more adaptable to changing light conditions and can adjust more rapidly. Motorized varifocal lens is mainly assembled into the Pro series and a few mini models to empower the camera's competitiveness. Most of our cameras use Sony Starvis sensor, and the Sony Starvis technology has been widely applied and have a high sensitivity to deliver outstanding image performance in all kinds of lighting conditions, especially in ultra low light environments. And another huge piece to our success is the impressive wide dynamic range. We got the 140 decibel sensor-based true WDR for high contrast of lighting environment, not that kind of WDR delivered by software. All of them and all of the series do have IR lights. So in nighttime, if you need a black and white image, you can use the IR. All of the series do have that. Another big difference, apart Milesight from others, is the IR anti-reflection design, which adopts elaborate panels to completely remove the worries of the IR reflection. So those are just a few of the key things that we're doing with our lens, our sensors, IR structure in our cameras. And you can get a multitude of interfaces in the cameras. So things like the audio in and out, alarm input and output. Even you can find the built-in microphone in dome-shaped cameras. And almost all of our cameras are power over Ethernet capable. For ease of installation, there's been a couple of things we have designed to make installation a little bit easier. For our Pro Dome and Pro Bullet models, you can find the clamshell design, which support enough space for cable management and reduce the installation troubles to the least. We have the 3-axis design. You can mount that camera on a wall, adjust the viewing angle quickly, and see everything well aligned. With the mounting bracket, you can just install a light base first, then insert the heavy camera body later and screw it up. No extra effort to hold the heavy camera during installation. And don't worry if you are in complex environments. The well-designed integrated junction box ensures installation efficiency. We also provide a rich selection of mounting accessories to support some special installations in challenging environments or some hardware protection. As I just said, we have 7 series, and they are in 2 form factors, dome and bullet mostly. So you'll see a lot of similarities between these individual form factors. But let me introduce each of the series and kind of point out some of the really key differences. And I'll start with the mini series cameras, our entry-level or cost-effective fighter. They really boast competitive pricing, as well as offering AI video analytics by default. Obviously, mini series comes with mini size, much smaller and lighter weight than other series, but they can be used both indoor and outdoor as the IK10 and IP67 design, whether it's dark out or the low light. And the 4K video viewing experience brings superior image details. As a starlight level camera, mini series can work under ultra low light environment. the AI-powered IR mini dome and vandal-proof mini dome. They're low profile and kind of inconspicuous. They both have 2, 5, and 8 megapixels. And the performance is almost identical, and illumination on these cameras will reach 0.002 lux. For the indoor surveillance applications, the AI-capable IR mini dome camera is fantastic, and it's able to cover a target 20 meters away even in nighttime. That's quite enough for most indoor applications. And we have a built-in microphone in the camera to pick up the audio. So a fantastic application for this would be retailing, for example. The Vandal Proof Mini Dome camera features a very unique shield-shaped housing with a cable to support audio in and out, alarm input and output, PoE or DC 12 volt. These optional interfaces. The choice of that is entirely up to you. Both the weatherproof mini dome and autofocus motorized dome are in the same form factor, the same resolution 2 or 5 megapixels, and the same housing IK10 and IP67, which means it's totally protected against dust and protected against effects of temporary immersion. And the difference between them is AI weatherproof mini dome supports a fixed 2.8 or 4 or 6 millimeter lens that meets common needs. And then we have the 3 times AF motorized dome, which supplies you a 2.8 to 8.4 millimeter lens, which changes the lens to a 3 times autofocus optical zoom with 35 meters distance. We did this to get the ability to really zoom in and get a greater level of detail on objects. So the new AI motorized dome, it's 2 or 5 megapixels or up to 4K with 60 frame rate. Well, compared with other mini models, you can get more features in it, such as a motorized lens, longer IR distance up to 50 meters, and multiple interfaces. And this AI motorized dome model is the mini dome that specially target to fill the gap between mini dome and pro dome, which requires a motorized lens. Product showcase for these mini bullet cameras. The bullet is a great form factor with sunshield design. It gives optional multiple interfaces ranging from Full HD to 4K, 140 decibel wide, dynamic range, so similar function to the other mini dome models that we talked about, just a different form factor. They also come with our built-in AI video analytics. And we'll be talking about that a little bit more when we go through the software functions later. So hang on. Now I want to touch on the Pro Series camera, which provides incredible performance in a complex environment like bright light or low light and supports many advanced functions. Professional, high performance, and high quality. That is what you can expect from this Pro Series. Key highlights here are both the dome and bullet form factors use a motorized varifocal lens or autofocus lens with a Sony Starvis sensor to deliver 2 or 5 or 8 megapixel high resolution. Even the 1.8 inches larger sensor is optional to get. The Super WDR, the image enhancement, is available with 140 decibel, providing clear color images in the most challenging of bright or unbalanced lighting conditions. And a true day and night IR give you much longer distance in low light and zero ghosting promise. Another highlight is its P-iris control, which is also available to optimize the depth of field and shutter speed. We have dome and bullet form factors in every series. So Here is the Pro Dome camera. It offers 2 megapixel, 5 megapixel, and up to 4K with a 120 decibel for a wide dynamic range. And this is the Pro Bullet with a motorized lens as well. You can see a lot of similarities as the motorized Pro Dome, but just in a different form factor and offers an integrated junction box. It's our first generation bullet in the Pro series and was very popular. And here are the upgraded versions of the motorized Pro Bullet. We call them Pro Bullet Plus. Compared to the first generation motorized Pro Bullet, this upgraded Plus version is more flexible to support more powerful features and even better heat dissipation, making it more competitive in the market. When we were planning to introduce more advanced functions like 5G and radar into bullet cameras, we found only the structural upgrading could reach that. The box, it's a traditional type. It gives kind of the flexibility to attach your preferred lens via the C or the CS mount, but with the same performance. So the dedicated design, flexible structure, powerful functions, rich interfaces, and user-friendly design, all of these make the Pro series attractive in the market. Now let's move on to the PTZ series. This is our high-end cameras. In hardware, you get a 1.8 inches larger sensor for 4K 5 to 42 times optical zoom, or you can go to 2 megapixels for a higher frame rate at maximum of 100 frames per second, and the pan speed of 450 degrees per second, tilt speed of 360 degrees per second, left and right, up and down, all around endless pane up to 360 degree and tilt 95 degree maximum. Advanced functions like auto tracking, PTZ privacy mask, smart rain sensing wiper, and 3D positioning are available. By the way, the PTZ camera can be easily controlled by the keyboard via RS485 interface. So the 12 times PTZ bullet camera. It's the bestseller model in this series because of its 12 times optical zoom and fast and precisely rotation to monitor a wide range of territory. If you want, you can schedule specific PTZ tasks by date and time. And here you can see an interesting feature, the intelligent white LED that's integrated with the alarm system as an alarm action. So once suspicious movement is detected in the monitoring area, a white LED would flash or illuminate continuously to release a warning signal. Besides, the white LED could also work as a supplementary lighting resource. So this one, Bullet Plus, is very similar to the previous model PTZ Bullet, but it has a new generation structure to adopt for more types of lens. And the second generation PTZ motor drives the heavy camera smoothly. It's durable in use. Here you have the 2, 5, or 8 megapixel, 5 times or 20 times or 23 times optical zoom, much longer IR up to 180 meters, and intelligent white light. The Starlight camera is able to deliver high detailed color images, even in the low light, reaching to 0.002 lux for color, and near infrared light scenarios without any supplementary lighting. The PTZ series includes high-performance dome cameras for wide area surveillance. You have 360-degree endless pan, 95-degree auto flip tilt, and various optical zoom, which are the core functionality of the PTZ dome camera. It's able to move for omnidirectional and long-range monitoring, IR distance up to 160 meters. It has the unparalleled pan and tilt speed and 3D positioning for the timely fast focus and catch without even blinks of an eye. And the IR anti-reflection design is also adopted in this hardware structure. With the recessed installation and smoked dome cover, it's kind of blends in with the environment and get the discrete monitoring performance. Next, the speed dome cameras, the advanced models in the PTZ series. Multiple optical zoom, up to 4K resolution, 3-in-1 Super WDR Pro, 0.001 lux, IP66 and IK10 both, and bigger Starvis Starlight sensor 1.8 inches, 100 frames per second, hound speed 400 degree per second, and tilt speed 320 degree per second. A multitude of 4 alarm in and 2 alarm out. All of these incredibly make the Milesight PTZ Speed Dome apart. And you may wonder, really 300 meters here? Well, yes, it's because of the smart IR2 technology with the combination of high, middle, and low beams. 4 LEDs work as high beams, 2 work as middle beams, while the other 3 as low beams for better image quality, no matter how far the object is. And the beam's brightness is adjustable manually or automatically based on the zoom ratio. And the smart rain sensing wiper is optional. It removes water automatically according to the rainfall, detected by the built-in rain gauge. Now let's go ahead and just take a paw right now. So besides the multiple optical zoom and fast pan and tilt speed, do you know what additional advanced features are supported in Milesight PTZ cameras? And then the panoramic series camera. It has 180-degree panoramic in both dome and bullet shapes with 5 megapixel and 4K variants, which are unique in the market. And we also provide 360-degree fisheye in dome shape with up to 12 megapixel, which could easily reach the effect of over 4 regular network cameras and bring 360-degree surround view with 0 blind spots. And moreover, the unique point contact power supply in the well-designed integrated junction box offers stable operation and super user experience. All the panoramic cameras are NDA compliant. And on the software, the camera offers bundle stream mode and multi-channel mode to integrate the third-party system. The bundle stream mode combines all the channels into one and sends it to NVR or VMS, which is easy for compatibility, while the multi-channel mode sends out all the original channels, so the channel can be modified separately. So the dome-shaped and bullet-shaped panoramic cameras, they both fit for ultra-wide area monitoring. Especially, they can great merge themselves into surroundings. They catch 180-degree horizontal and 95-degree vertical coverage for extra wide-angle viewing with only one single sensor. So it's really an economical choice. They support the built-in microphone that adopts the advanced codec to provide clearer voice, and the weatherproof housing can safeguard the components for reliable performance. Another built-in function, advanced heat map, with that you can analyze customers' trends to reveal insights for better business management. So the 360-degree AI fisheye camera, it's available in either 12 megapixel or 8 megapixel ranges. Our fisheye camera delivers a larger field of view with more detail and less distortion. And a key point worth mentioning there, that's the dewarping ability, both onboard and client-side dewarping. This fisheye camera could dewarp the original fisheye view into 9 display modes while remaining the high image quality for different kinds of viewing needs. So, the panoramic series cameras provide the all-around surveillance experience and could work under ultra-low light environments with Super WDR. Next, I'll talk about here is the LPR license plate recognition series. These AI-powered license plate cameras actually can see, display, and log the plate numbers off of the vehicles it captures. The major feature of this series is that all cameras are AI capable and with embedded LPR algorithm, which will reduce the back-end CPU burden. Milesight LPR cameras firstly detect that it is a vehicle and detect the license plate, then start to do exactly plate number recognition, so it boasts high accuracy, not only just recognizing the plates, but also identifying vehicle features such as vehicle type, vehicle plate color, and even further to support vehicle brand and no plate detection. Here's our product showcase. We carry out 9 models of this LPR series currently, ranging from different types and different lenses to meet a variety of applications. Either one of these cameras would be a great choice based on your needs. Today, I want to talk a little bit more about the 2 special models, the one with radar and the one with supplementary light. Great things come together on this new radar AI LPR Pro Bullet Plus network camera. As we all know, radar is that using radio waves to determine the speed, range, or angle of object, and what is Milesight 3D radar? Well, as an all-in-one 3D radar camera, the radar module is directly integrated into the camera for easy installation. It covers up to 4 lanes at a time, locates the position and direction of the vehicle, as well as detect the speed of vehicles, featuring 4x or 12x autofocus lens. This radar AI camera achieves a clear visual experience perfectly for long distance. In hardware, Milesight applies Sony's high-sensitive 2" sensor, whose capacity is about twice than that of the conventional ones. Its high sensitivity is designed for capturing saturated and sharp images even in pitch-dark environment. The camera is coupled with the 100 frames per second high frame rate and 5 megapixels video viewing experience that delivers ultra high definition images with no latency despite of the high speed movement. Milesight is dedicated to developing a future-oriented AI LPR camera with a broader application potential. So we have the supplementary LED light that is integrated with the AI cameras to provide illuminance, to solve issues of poor lighting challenges in traffic monitoring, to enhance the performance of 24/7 through both hardware and software. And here you have 2 options, either an infrared LED or the white LED. What type of light to use depends on the purpose of the surveillance system. For example, on road monitoring, an infrared fill light can lower the interference in driving, while the white fill light can be employed at parking lot entrances and exits to provide sharper images. Both of them can work with third parties' devices through the WeGIN protocol and interface and RS485 interface to achieve access control system integration particularly. Since Milesight AI LPR cameras supports the vehicle attributes already like the vehicle type, car, license plate number, and color, then can expect something else from the 3D radar tech in LPR camera. All right, I'm popping over here to the 5G camera. It's a camera that combines the 5G mobile communication, IoT transmission, and deep learning into one single unit. I think you have never seen before in the market. One of the best unique differences in this camera is its 5G capability. You can take advantages of the built-in cellular module to get higher bandwidth, lower latency, and high mobility when transmitting the video stream via the 5G network, and also position it regardless of the Ethernet cable. And the built-in IoT module will bring amazing functions to turn the camera into an IoT device. The camera supports the LoRaWAN protocol, boasting with wireless, long distance, and low power consumption. The camera not only sees images or video, but also feels the surroundings. This 5G series embodies our ambition to deliver exceptional image quality with video intelligence and IoT technology for a wide range of security scenarios. Now I'd like to touch on the Color Plus camera. It provides excellent full color images even in low light conditions. How do we do that? We do that with intelligent white LED and a larger aperture. The white LED is enabled as a supplementary lighting source, which has good lighting quality in warm white and a long lifespan to ensure clear and colorful images for night vision. So we've got two images on the screen here. So on the left hand was shot at night with the supplementary light turned off by a standard camera, and on the right side we've got from one of our Color Plus cameras. So if we look at the two of them, then you will clearly be able to see the difference. Also, the Milesight Color Plus works to a bit of a better lux level. So the lux level on this camera is down to 0.001 lux. It's fantastic performance considering the light levels. Combined with advanced sensor, excellent image technologies, and built-in warm illuminator to deliver colorful and high-resolution images in the dark or at night for the majority of monitoring scenarios. Our Color Plus camera is available in 2, 5, or 8 megapixel resolution variants with a fixed 2.8 or 4 millimeter lens at a wider aperture. Supports up to 30 meters illumination distance with white LED turned on, takes a picture at extreme dark and nighttime. Well, stable hardware is just one side of the coin. Software performance is the other. Milesight does a lot of small things really well in our hardware structure and software, and all these small things add up to make a huge difference when you compare Milesight camera to any others. I will explain it from the real-time live view, playback, the related settings on WebGuide, and some professional modes that are only available in the special camera models, like in the PTZ, LPR cameras. Here it presents some interfaces in a professional way for fisheye cameras, PTZ cameras, LPR cameras, 5G AIoT cameras, etc. In the fishy mode, it can make software de-warping in multiple layouts and make preset settings for the PTZ operations in PTZ mode, something like that. And playback. With this feature, you can easily playback both continuous recording and event-based recording. And how to playback them? Well, if you click on the filter icon, you can select only the specific type of event according to the color or filter on the calendar by day and time to focus on what matters most. And this is our newly upgraded user interface with a lot of enhancements that you can get to maximize your experience with our IPC. It comes with a reasonable distributed screen ratio, better framework, and more clear logic structure. Even if you are new to Milesight, it's your first time to log in our camera's web interface, then you can still quickly get used to the settings according to the reasonable design, like starting from media to network and to event settings. You want a convenient configuration in efficiency. You can do it. The Smart Stream feature is fully compatible with both H.264 and 265 standards. It intelligently compresses video streams such that event-based videos get higher quality than general videos, and very similar function to regions of interest. Advanced algorithms detect motion and automatically enhance video quality for the moving objects or persons, while other regions are in a relatively lower visual quality, which reduces overall bit rate. And you are allowed to set up maximum 8 regions of interest in a monitor to keep an eye on them. The H.264 and 265 standards across our entire range of cameras. The first is something about the image quality. As we all know, video and image clarity are closely related to the frame rate, the lens, the resolution. So in our portfolio, the 4K models deliver outstanding image resolution and up to 12 megapixels fisheye camera, additionally secures locations that require 360-degree coverage, and the high frame rate 100 frames per second video will look much smoother on the 2 megapixel cameras. With the flexible optical zoom from 3 to powerful 42 times, the high quality video is available when objects are hundreds or even thousands of meters away. And for the clear night vision tasks, Sony Starvis 2 sensor has been widely adopted in our cameras, and the Smart Eye 2 technology makes the cameras go further with clear object detection at night. And another huge piece to our really nice video is our 3-in-1 sensor-based WDR. It uses a couple of different shutter speeds on the camera, several times exposures, and then combines them to produce a better quality image with less noisy points. That's wide adopted across our entire range of camera. For other settings of image, such as the software-based deblur, p-iris control, defogging, we have supported them as part of the standard in the camera. So buy only one camera and enjoy all the features right away. And here is the corridor mode, which comes through on all of Milesight AI cameras. No need to adjust the camera mounting. It just allows you to be able to focus on a really specific area. It's really a nice feature. Milesight network cameras are compatible with rich network protocols, so they are listed here. And the RTMP is mainly used in live broadcasts so that you can log into the camera wherever there is a network. And the SIP VoIP protocol is also supported in our IPC for bidirectional audio alarm. You can create that intercom solution, give it a SIP extension, pick up a voice phone or video phone at any point in time, call it, and actually speak through the camera to somebody that might be near the camera. Now it's time for the iVideo analytics. The intelligent video content analytics function includes 8 types of event analysis. These events already cover most security monitoring scenarios. For example, the functions of behavior analysis. Person loitering can be well used for public security monitoring to timely detect wandering and trigger warning alarms. The function of an object left and removed can be well applied to crowds of train stations, airports, etc., to avoid the loss of objects and illegal movement. Since human and vehicle are the main concern of video surveillance, the AI video analytic uses AI chips and embedded AI deep learning algorithms so it can effectively filter the attributes of human and vehicle to focus on what you need to care about most. To provide a closed-loop solution, the AI cameras are compatible with NVR, VMS, and CMS to realize alarms, triggers, and search on the back end platforms for all these events. In many situations, you might need to know how many people are in a space. With Milesight Crowd Management, which is combined with Milesight Camera and Milesight Backend Software, VMS or CMS, you can get the real-time data from the environment based on the people counting function. With multiple entrances and exits cameras, you can analyze the number of people in the space. In addition, we also provide professional analytics reports to help you for further control of the flow and even for prediction. Milesight AI camera is also able to tell intelligence type information for business applications. Regional people counting is counting in a more specific region with more details. Let's say the queue management. You can monitor the number of people in different areas statistically. Our camera will count how many people entering, how many people leaving, and finally, how many people are left in each zone. Vehicle counting is a video analytics function for real-time counting how many vehicles enter, exit, or stay at regions of interest, like parking, garage, facility, and road. Counting can be done for most of the classes of vehicles, such as cars, buses, vans, trunks, and even motorcycles. Then it also generates statistics report according to region, length of stay, and start time to meet your exact needs. Same as the people counting function, you can set up max 4 lines in a camera for traffic flow detection. And the face detection, it's a kind of rapid identification technology in order to quickly identify people in remote and realize intelligent alarm. The AI capable cameras support 5 different facial attributes, including gender, age, glasses, mouth masks, and cap, which makes searching and tracking subjects of interest more efficient. Or in some public areas that you want to disable the face detection, well, just enable the face privacy mode, then neither facial identification or recognition. Your privacy is under protection. Wearing a hard hat is very important on construction sites. The video-based hard hat detection provides a new way for industrial owners to ensure the safety of their workers. It detects in real time those workers and employees who are not wearing hard hat in dangerous areas. Once no hard hat detected, the alarm will be automatically generated to remind those workers. The heat map function is now based on deep learning technology. All of the data that the AI camera processes with motion can be displayed as a heat map to fire, where the sort of red color is the highest amount of movement, and then it sort of graduates through yellow to green and to blue, and then to an area of no movement at all. Also, you'll get both spatial-based and time-based analysis reports for keeping an eye on the in-store analytics. The new people flow analysis function is really fit for the intersection scenarios. It's easy to work. Just install the camera at a suitable position and set up a polygon area with 6 lines at most. Each line stands for a direction to detect and record people in movement. With that statistic, you can know the flow trend in each direction after people pass through your entrance line. Through a series of reports in pie charts and line charts, future flow trends can be analyzed so as to provide statistical basis for space planning and business decisions making. Now let's go ahead and just take a poll right now. In addition to the 8 types of VCA, what else AI analytics are you interested in mostly? Now let's review some advanced settings in these specific PTZ, fisheye, 5G, and panoramic cameras. With PTZ camera, we can move it around and zoom in on objects far away. And what's nice about it is we can even do what we call auto tracking with this. So we can set up some sort of analytic in the camera. And if that analytic gets triggered, like let's say somebody crosses a virtual area, we can tell that PTZ to go look at that exact spot. So you get an idea of who's there and what crossed that line into the area. Now, when setting a privacy mask on a PTZ camera, obviously PTZ camera can move. So if you set up a mask and then move the mask would move with the camera and then be masking an incorrect area. But what we have done is keeping the specified area marked through manual operations, regardless of how you pan, tilt, or zoom the camera. If you move the camera from a specified area to another place, then everything is normal. Once you move it back, that specified area should still be marked. All right, the fisheye camera, the dual side de-warping ability. On the camera side and on the client side, and a low total cost of ownership. They are making fisheye camera popular. The hardware dewarping technology completes the benefiting from a 360-degree 8 or 12 megapixel image in live view and recording. You're never going to miss any detail from the image. Once you connect it to an NVR, you can extract multiple camera views from one fisheye image on your monitor. The heat map function counts the movement triggered by individual people, and if we work it with the regional people counting function, they can get instant reports about accurate shopping positions and how long you spend time in the shop. This makes it a perfect choice for retail and shop owners. Now, the unique 5G camera, based on that 5G module, the camera can bring benefits such as a faster download and upload speeds than ever before, more than 10 gigabits per second, which is up to 1,000 times a 4G network. That means upload or download the high resolution recorded videos within few seconds only, smooth, streaming with little latency, and many more. Without any doubt, the IP cameras over 5G will be the next new trend once 5G network is popular as 4G. The AI meets IoT in 100% of our 5G AIoT camera. 5G AIoT camera. It retains all the 5G advantages here to transmit image and video streaming efficiently, and it even combines the IoT technology, more specifically LoRa technology, so it can be regarded as an independent LoRaWAN gateway to transmit some data package to hundreds of kilometers away in a lower bandwidth and lower power consumption network. All the collected LoRaWAN data is visible and manageable in Milesight IoT cloud platform or many third parties platform. These data can be all kinds of information to indicate environment status. With the wireless internet and IoT technology, the 5G IoT camera is on a larger scale of application, especially for the outdoor area, such as the smart city, smart agriculture, and so on. Suppose you have to monitor the air quality, temperature, humidity, whatever outside, and at the same time to monitor a new intersection road where neither Ethernet cable or fiber wiring is available. In that case, you could install a 5G IoT camera on a light pole and receive the environmental data via LoRaWAN network and transfer the video via the inserted 5G SIM card. Milesight LPR cameras are AI capable and recognize and search license plates with high accuracy. How do we do that? That's the AI algorithm. Based on that, the LPR camera provides value, added data via a pre-trained deep learning model, and continuously training to algorithms automatically. The camera is able to achieve vehicle attributes analysis when detecting the vehicle, so it reads vehicle type, vehicle color, and plate color. Another incredible feature is the alarm out featured on them. The camera can create a whitelist or blacklist of known license plates, tying these lists to the alarm triggers and tying the alarm outs to a gate control will allow the camera to behave as an access control device. We often see ALPR camera works as a part of a more complex environment in which LPR data interacts with other software or database in the whole decision-making algorithm. To meet that demand, we can provide a full and complete set of CGI and APIs for the further integration. The Milesight 3D radar can locate the vehicle position and direction. Well, you get the real-time information of detection distance up to 90 meters, speed capture when vehicles going up to 200 kilometers per hour, and you get the flow control as well. And based on the accurate positioning of the vehicle, it can be widely used in direction detection. Generally, it is the high value added LPR camera with high reliability and rich features. It's really important to get the installation on LPR cameras right. It's not as simple as just putting up a camera and pointing it and it works. There are some technical details that are important to consider with LPR setup. First is the angle that you mount camera at is extremely important. It's recommended to mount it as aligned as possible with the target area the license plates are going to travel through during regular operation. Typically, this will be somewhere directly in front of or directly behind the vehicle. And that's not always possible in some cases. So when mounting the camera at an elevated position, the vertical angle between the camera and the license plate should be no greater than 30 degrees. Also, the license plate image size, lighting conditions, and distance these factors need to cover as well. Milesight LPR-PT-Z camera can be made with different height, tilt, and pan adjustments, as it may take a little longer to find the right adjustments on the camera. Well, typically, the LPR cameras together with our ANPR solutions are ideally applied for parking access control, gate control, traffic monitoring in urban roads and highways, or you can work it in any LPR applications where a vehicle going to travel through. The combination of video and radar enable the LPR cameras fit for all weather conditions, whenever day or night, rain or fog. Accidents, rush hours, illegal parking, and road users are the main reasons causing traffic congestion. So Milesight's integrated ANPR solution can keep the traffic moving through the integrated, high-performing LPR cameras and paired back-end platforms. It provides one-stop management system for smart gate access management, smart parking, intersection crossroads, and traffic enforcement scenes, linking up with third-party parking system via CGI or a PIS. Milesight ANPR solution improves the security and management of your parking and access with AI technology. One important thing to mention on the IP video surveillance side, all of our surveillance products are on Vive certified. Our video management software and our network video recorders are all compliant with any other on-Vive compliance software in VRs or cameras. And our CGI documents can be provided for some customized compatibility services. Standards in terms of the technology being used, how the technology is used, features that are involved. And so the great thing about on-Vive being on-Vive compliant like Milesight, we are compliant with every other on-Vive compliant IP camera system. Obviously, we have our own, but you'll see a lot of the solutions here on the slide are going to do a lot of different things there. Maybe systems that your customers are already using or that you're already familiar with, like Nuo, Synology, Milestone being the big ones. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's presentation.